here. Someone give me a float. I'm pulling up Yahoo Finance right now. BNZI. The statistics. We got 14 seconds to the bell. Float. Not adequate. What is this thing? BNZI. No, we don't have any more time. It's a recent SPAC. Not so sure about that one. That one's going straight. Sort of anticipating the market being a little not so great today. I kind of want to be done early today because it's Friday. And I get a lot of sleep last night. I missed it. What the? I gotta cut that. That's a pretty big loss to start the day. So already I'm thinking already that's kind of a bigger loss. I did want to cut it right away. Held it a little bit longer. Luckily I did cut it at 96. BNZA. BNZI. We'll try it. I'm guessing the market today is going to be a little off, so I'm just going to be I'm just trying to get my money back on this one. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a higher float, this one here. Short sellers seem to be having control right now. OMGA. What are we gonna do? There's, I got nothing. Yeah, I think, but I looked it up because I do pay, and they said if you have nitro, you get up to 50. I'm like 50, that's it. I need like 500. Yeah, but I'm gonna dig deeper. All right, I don't know. I'm down $400. It's a Friday, and I'm tired. I don't see anything that I like. So keep your guys' eyes open. I'm gonna get back to here because it is the leading gapper, and I think we could get this thing back alive. Just trying to get some money back. I'll tell you right now, this chart don't look that good at all. 37 likes already. Pull nice pop, no news. SGD. Yep. I should have left that up for myself. I took SGD off for BNZI. That was not a good idea. Looks like that's coming down. I miss SGD. MINM. Oh boy. This feels like a red day. That's what this feels like. Can't believe it took such a big loss out on AIMD. Selling pressure seems kind of strong in this one. Oh my gosh. And I'm buying high. I think this is going to reject. Freaking heck. Oh, I got a nice dip there. I'm down 185 on this now, too. Yeah, market's just not there today. I don't think it's there today. That is too bad. Two, one. Okay, we'll have to come back to that. Back to reality, boys. Back to reality. Yeah, the 2 up to 210. I don't know. We got to be real patient. We got to wait for 5-minute setups. BNZI. Certainly, certainly. And keep an eye on BNZI. And go down to 900 shares. There's nice liquidity here. I got to cut that. Down 88 bucks here. The market's just not there at all. Could have got that rebound in SGD. It's going to be one of those every trade I get into drops. This thing's failing. Wow. Brutal day. I honestly don't know. I don't know how much more money I want to lose, if I was to be honest. Meaning, might need a shutdown. I'm going to go to SGD. That seems to be the most realistic. Took a small win on that. Oh, wow. Look at that. That looks like a flush. I don't know, guys. I mean, what I do know is this is a very unfortunate day, and what I need to do is just go slow. Part of me wants to take a big trade because that would be the quickest way out of the red. But this is one of those days. $194 up to $216. All I needed was that one trade. I screwed around with BI's Binzy. Of course, right when I get out, it goes super unstable. Yeah, close. I think closer to 17K, but yeah, that's why I'm saying it's like. I mean, at this point, I'm down what 600, so it should be more closer to 16. So even if I stopped right now, I would ensure a good week. And that's what I'm sort of thinking. I got to put my thinking cap on here and see if we can pull some money out somewhere, but I can't size up. That would be stupid to size up today. I just hope this is just one blip and then on Monday we get back. So we'll go for a W pattern here. Get the 5-minute double. We got the 5-minute bottoming tail. Yeah. Gosh darn. I don't know if I should even keep going. Typically, starting in the red, but I'm starting in the red, and we got nothing that is good. One thing starting in the red, and you got some great action. This is very clear to me, bad action, and it's just not a good day. I don't think. Like I normally would buy this for a double bottom, but I think this is gonna slam right through 61. There's nothing moving that good. I might just watch. Sold half there. That cleans up my loss quite a bit. I'm glad I was there for that. That gets me back some money. Next E halt. I don't know if I would be buying a halt resumption in this market. Maybe. That was a nice pop off 353. And I sold near the top here. I think that was the right course of action. 242. I'd like to get my money back on this, but not where it's at right now. Things could heat up because the market has been hotter. I can tell we are slowing down, but we don't always die so hard like this. We might have some indications like a very slow start to the day and then heats up after 20 minutes. So, for example, we could get a rip here on this. Gosh darn. There we go. Starting to come back to break even, baby. This is break of 216 here. Seems. I don't know. That's a little droppy there. Let's get back over to here. Wow, look at that harsh drop there. I maybe should have bought it, but that looked a little nutty. SGD. I missed that dip. This one's coming up. Hopefully, no drop. Got a nice win on that one. The bid and the whips on this one are pretty nasty. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I think things are heating up a little bit here. This is something that does happen. I think it gets a little cold. It's a little cold to start for 20 minutes and then things heat up. I'm not gonna rush into this trade. Maybe looking for more of a dip, which could mean I miss it, but oh, look at that. Mm. You see how that did that? That was brutal. I wish I could have just taken the 180 bucks I had. Mm. Brutal. It's a $200 loss. SGD is kind of just grinding, but it is grinding higher to its credit. I want this breakthrough 220. Sellers were stacking there. This was unfortunate. That 2-bar pullback, I was going to add to it. Luckily, I didn't. Right when I was about to add, it flushed. Ah, I got filled high. Ah. Yeah, I got to be careful not to give back all my profit because I did have 1,100 bucks in there. Double top here. Yeah, I got a little swing big or go home. This thing might be done. Yeah, I got to stay out of that one. Really? SGD. You sell off for one penny breakout and then a flush. That's just great. At least I got to break even on that. AIMD, I'm a little worried that we're going to get a flush. Volume's getting lower. Wow, SGD back up. Wow. I don't know. I see this one coming up. I'm a little bit more interested in this one. Bull trap. Okay. SGD, I think we could make something here. I missed the pop on. I don't know, bro. Bro. It's a little bit shaky. Can't say I'm a fan. This one's pretty shaky too, though. I just don't know how much more money I want to get back. I had 800 bucks on the day already. Now I'm giving some of it back. Wow, you can't even give me 1 penny. Where did that sell me at? I'm getting so sick of this one. It probably will break through 230, but I don't know if I like it. See if we get a breakout here through 230. I don't know. I gotta get dialed into the rhythm. Apparently that's not it. There's a little bit of money. Look at that. You got to be quick because it was at 232. Now it's down to 221, looking like a flush. I'm not sold on it. Back there, back up to 229. What's our pre-market high here? If we get up to here, then we can start thinking. But this thing's a flusher. I probably should have held it. It's very thickly traded, this one. I actually did make money on that. So actually, from red to green, $700. Not bad. See if we get a false breakdown on this. I don't think we're gonna, but I knew it. I don't know why I bought that. Ah, gosh. That was a bad trade. If anything, I should be buying it right here. I bought it in the wrong area. Man, I had $1,000 on this and I totally threw it all away. I don't know. I kind of have to look at IMD because that 5-minute chart looks good. I was in at 57. I would actually be in the green right now. I would have had like a $300 winner. Keep watching it. Yeah, I do see that nice bottoming tail in the 5-minute. Question is, how much longer do I want to push it? I went from red to green, and guess I'm only $300 away from where I was, but still. I had $1,100 on this. I cut my profits in almost half. Oh, I see that. That would have been really nice. Did we ever get a float on BNZI? 3 million, Kemi says. Okay, 3 million. Gotcha. I failed to pull the trigger on this one. Sold it because we hit a wall here. Don't know if it was the right call or not. Looks like it wasn't. AMD. Wait for a pullback on this here. We're coming up close to an hour. topic tail here. I'm gonna get the poll going because I'm guessing there's gonna be more green than red. So start poll green. So, anyways, I'm not sure. We're still beta testing Discord. I've been doing some research, and even with a paid version, I'm only allowed to do up to 50 people. So, we may have to backtrack on the Discord streaming just because, I mean, for now it works, but later on it's not going to work for only 50 people. But let me know, guys, how the stream is in Discord. I got it up to 1080p, and my mic should be this mic right here. I'm pissed off about this one. I don't think I can trade it. I don't think I should trade it. Sometimes you can get these reversals, but no. I'm gonna let this one go. I had 1,100 bucks on it. I think I just gotta let that go. Wisdom says let that go. Ah, this is what I should have been focusing on, and I knew it. Try to get a breakout here to 292. Kidding me? Pinching shorts a little bit here. Selling 2/3 right there. Bid drops to 89. Try to hold for 95. Try to hold for 100 bucks. I think we're gonna get candle over candle here. Yeah. Kind of gets me back to my highs. It's one of those days where we're just not making much. We're up 800 bucks. Thanks to this, I got some profit, but gave back some. I think I just got to leave that. It'd be nice to get some profit on this stupid stock, but I need more of a clear pattern. BNZI is grinding. We have a level at 304. I sold it for kind of a micro loss. No baby candy theft today, huh? Nope. I don't think this is a day where the money's coming easy. Catching this rebound here. I sold 2/3 of my position. I'm going to hold 1/3 for a bigger move. Got a little chop, and I'm going to try to hold through it because it always grows a little higher than you think. I think we'll get 217. I'm going to sell the rest there. So this was kind of an abstract W pattern down here. Members, we can talk about that. That one is not equality. This one up to 304 and try to wait for a dip. We might not get it. I should have waited for a dip. I got to cut that. That's a $40, $50 loss there. I thought we'd get an acceleration up to if this drops down to like 212, I'm gonna have slammed the buy button. Kind of waiting on SGD, or no, I'm waiting on BNZI to give us an entry. We had 57 likes already, guys. Appreciate it. Let's try to get that up to 58. My finger is getting cold from holding it for so long. It's probably going to go to 220, but I can't buy it at 219. That's too tight on profit. Okay, Sana, yeah, I am today, but the Discord thing is just we're testing it. There's some limitations that I found out that made make it so I'm taking that as a might be a dip here. Taking that as a warning to maybe not. I got to cut that. I rushed into that trade. Oh, that hurts. That's $100 loss, not. Yeah. I rushed into that one. I should be over at SGD. Of course. Oh, well, I miss SGD. I'll go over to BNZI. The nice thing about BNZI is we're setting up kind of that potential for a certain pattern that I really like. Up only 1,100 now, fortunately. Hey, Daisy, you need to go outside? Sad because on SGD I had a 10,000 share position at probably one of the best entries on it, and I held for very little of it. I could have caught an extra $1,000. I could be up like a lot more right now in this one. So I'm identifying BNZI here on this 5-minute pattern, which I got the entry for and then got stopped out. Oh, that sucks. Sold at the bottom. It comes back up. It's kind of where I get chopped up anyways. That might reverse. I got to go over here and see what's going on here. I think this has the potential to get back up to 304. Excuse me. Two-bar pullbacks. Have they been working on this? Oh, look at that. Bot high. Oh, nice. Rip up to 304. There, it did go to 304. Wait for a dip. 5-minute on this looks really good now. I didn't like it. We should have snapped there. Could get a kind of a rejection here. I want to snap through 304 short squeeze. We have high volume buying. I think shorts will get stopped out here through 304, 305. I mean, it's looking a little shaky. I don't want to rush out of it. I gotta cut that. I think. It's tough. You hold longer for the bigger move, you lose out on the small base hits. Come on, Daisy. Let's go potty. That puts me up 1,500. Just keep going. I nailed. I had again. I had the entry. There we go. We had that big seller up there that I want us to test. I'm going to bail on that. It's getting too shaky up here. We got to size down to 2,700. It did break. Ooh, that's brutal. Break through the high day. I thought. Brutal. Brutal. I should have held. I'm an idiot. Now it's extended. Now it's kind of super extended up into resistance. Extended into resistance. That's a long candle. It's one thing if you're basing out right below resistance, but this looks a little extendy. Oh, wow. Sell me at 34 and then I get screwed. I sell right at 34, then it breaks. Then it goes to 30. It goes to 45. Oh, I'm going to go down to 900 shares. Gosh darn. Sometimes it just makes me so mad. How gosh darn ridiculous this can be. SGD could have got it. Missed it. This one is just makes me so mad. This one I gotta let go. Just gotta let that go. I'm pulling that one off my list, so I don't see it. Can't quite get me filled up there. There, I got filled. $74 likes already, guys. This is a little dangerous. I go to 2,700. See if we can get this up to 330. Man, there it already goes. Is this going to 345? Selling 2/3 there. I got screwed on my exit. Gonna put my order on the ass there at 35. There, filled. Gotta cut it. I think I overstayed my welcome there a little bit. What's that come out to be? Oh, that's a bigger loss. That's a bigger loss. That takes me right back to where I was. It's a little risky area to get to be buying. This could be a flush. I'm gonna give this a minute. Got 75 likes already, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Got a bottoming tail. I think we have a potential to go through 345, but I also understanding that it's risky if you buy too high and hold it. This thing can go from, being at the highs to being at the lows very quickly. And you just do not get amazing fills on this ticker. So about 50-50 green and red today, based off of 54 votes. Again, I have to reiterate, Discord stream. I will continue doing it, but it may not be for the long run. So, but let me know how if anybody knows how Discord works. Can I have more than 50 people? That's my question. According to Google, I can't, even if I pay Nitro. I sold right before the big rip. Ah, what am I doing, bro? This thing's kind of a a bear. I kind of had I had the idea that we would be flushing on it. So again, we're just trying to catch the waves. Just trying to catch the waves on this. Now we got a rejection there. So in the classes, we talk about where flushes tend to happen. I think the class is called Avoiding Flushes. Yeah, Frank, I agree. I haven't noticed any ill effects. I have decent internet here, pretty good. Plus I have Ethernet, so I think I have a good shot at it being okay. So we're at 2200 on a day that I was red 800. So we're gonna give this some time because we did have this rejection up here. So that's gonna pull some of the buying pressure out of this stock. Buyers are gonna be a little hesitant, but if there's some hedge fund, you know, out there that wants it to go, then looks like shorts are gonna take it here, guys. I added most everybody. Some people I couldn't find their names, and I suppose a couple people I overlooked. So what's your Discord name? Okay, Sana, or did you type it in on the? Let me look. Yeah, look, looks like some of you guys. I think some of you guys. Night. Okay, yeah, you added yours in a little later. Yeah, the Discord thing is gonna work for now, guys, but it may not last. So I'm not. Oh, look how high I bought. We had to bail on that. That was a $300 loss. My timing was off by just a second. That sucks. My timing was off by just, and the fill I got was so crappy. I got filled at 23. So if you're wondering who bought the top of this candle, it was me. It was me. Server settings, rows. Yeah, I added you, Sana. Gosh darn it. And that fill was so bad. Peach Hardy. We're getting full on our enrollment here, guys. We're getting full. What was your name, Peach? Did you join my Discord? I can't add you to a role if, let me go back to your name. Peach. I'm a little pissed off because I just gave back $300 there. Oh, what do you expect? Gosh darn it, man. We're probably gonna get a rebound down here, and that's why I'm kind of like, man, should I stay? Big buyer came in there. We're gonna see if I can get my $200 back. I don't see a point why shorts would be shorting here. They'd be covering. I saw most of my position there. We're getting just a lot of selling pressure. That gets me back above 2,000. That gets me back kind of to where I just was, about $80 short of where I was earlier. So that's a nice little win. Oh, look at that. I'm getting kind of slow order execution here. Okay, that takes me to 2100. That might be good enough. I don't know. Okay, where are we at, guys? Said okay, yeah. The link tree needs to be updated. Copy. Oh, there's Mighty Stocks. Interesting. Let me get over there. There you go. Yeah, I don't know if Ross will start trading the 50-50. He wouldn't be able to trade the 50-50 on light speed, I don't think. The commissions would be way too high. And people were asking about what broker you could use out of the United States that will give you free commissions. I would look into TradeStation. I don't know if that's an option or if they do free for I don't know if they do free for European, because the thing is a lot of countries don't allow payment for order flow, and that's how these brokers make money off free orders. So it's not really anybody's fault except for your guys' country. In my opinion, that may be totally, maybe the country does allow payment for order flow, but yet the broker doesn't want to do free commissions there. I don't know. But I know that's the case with Canada. I got 92. That takes me to 164 there. That's nice. Let's get in the subscribers. Red or green. So now I'm going to do a poll quickly here. Best ticker for you. I will put BNZI, which surprised me. That one did well. SGD, I did all right on that one. Actually, surprisingly, I went from being all red on everything to all green on everything. And then AIMD, I doubt people liked that one. That one, I only caught one good trade on it. Okay, well, didn't trade. Start poll. Okay. So guys, as far as the Discord goes, I'm gonna backtrack a little bit because I wanted to go with Discord, but then I was researching and it sounds like they're limited to 50 people. So I'm gonna do it as a fringe benefit for you guys now. But once we fill up to 50 people, we're gonna be out of luck. And if by chance I'm not able to continue streaming on YouTube and Discord because I don't have enough internet power, I'm gonna have to probably cut Discord. So just a heads up. I'm trying my best here. Try my best. So anyways, we have a nice 5-minute bottoming tail here, and sure enough, look at that. But then back down. Wow. It's like I lost internet. Can you guys still hear me? We might have maxed out. Maxed out the Trading Farmers computer here. Is this frozen? What's the deal here? I might be having some internet issues actually. So sure enough, right when I bring it up. So anyways. So I think some people were wondering like what what they should start with. Start here for sure, but then watch the first video in each lesson. That's going to give you a nice overview. So this one and this one, read that here and here. Understanding ebb and flow. This is very important. This is important. So yeah, at the beginning of the video, there's going to be maybe some of me just welcoming the class, so you can skip through that. You don't have to watch every minute of that. You can kind of skip through that. But I would say about 20 minutes into each one of those classes, it starts to get pretty hot and heavy. So check out that. If you're not wanting to sit down and actually listen to some lectures, then maybe the classes aren't for you. I don't know what class would be at that point. But nice rebound here, 292 to 307. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh, Zoom, yes. I was looking into Zoom as a possibility, but I was wondering how that would work for day in and day out streaming. I wouldn't have time to sit there and oh my gosh, this is starting to give me FOMO. I knew this would happen too. I could be up like $5,000. We'll wait for a pullback here on this one. Yes, I think it's time to resume the classes. I think so too. So what topics do you want to do? As this thing is breaking out to 315, we might be coming back up to high day. I'm going to wait for a pullback. We'll probably do the classes right through Discord. I'll record it, of course, and we'll add it to the classes. I've been working on these classes, so there is newer material out here. But I think this is a great intro to what a day trading course would be. I think that some people get overwhelmed with how many classes, but start on the 30-day challenge, one class a day. Start with the first class of every lesson. Some of these you maybe could skip the Thinkorswim strategy overview. You could probably skip that one if you want, but that would be great for people just getting started. As of course, you can always reach out. And the nice thing is I'm not charging $2,000 for this. I'm not charging $3,000, right? I'm charging 10% of that. I'm charging, like, if you sign up for YouTube live trading, so you can get the archives and all the YouTube live trading, you get this class for $300. That's like less than $10 a video. Is it a guarantee that you'll succeed by just buying this class? No, but I know for some people this may very well give them the motivation, give them a new perspective that could carry them to success. I think that is not too bold of a thing to say. Again, day trading is risky. This is, you know, this is my baby here, right? This is not me trying to suck money out of you guys. If you guys are tight on money, then, and if you're on your last dollar, don't sign up. But you're not going to see me with a rented Airbnb and a Lambo pushing this as a get rich quick thing. Anyways, here's our pullback forming here. I think I want it down to 304. Although the candle over candle 5 minutes kind of already looking like it's going 316, but it doesn't look pretty. I like it back down to 304 and then back up to 318. That's what I would like. So we got 96 likes. We're about to crack over 100. That's actually quite historic. Once TOS is gone, I hope TOS is not gone, but I have some backup brokers that I can think of, but oh, that's an easy one, pennies. That's an easy one, but yeah, we can do that. Let me write that down. The only thing I have to write on is a $20 bill. How would you combine level 2? Now, if you're in the classes, pennies, I could teach it again. I would watch the level 2 in time and sales. It's an hour and 40 minutes. So, you know, skip through the first 10 minutes of me just bantering with students. But I would watch that. But I'm writing this down because we can go over this live. I don't want to be caught being lazy. I'm going to tell you what I do. I'm missing my trades, guys. I want this up to 317. No flush, please. Gosh darn it. I gotta cut it. Okay, forget this piece of crap. Where am I at the day? 2,000. Okay, I'm just gonna take that. I gotta take that. I think it's gonna go through 317, but just chop there. The entry would have been down at 305. I missed the entry. I got in high. Where did I get in? I got in at 310, 311. Sold for a $70 loss. It could dip again back to support. I could get an entry at 305 again and then a rip up to 316. That could be good. That could do. I'll go down 2,700. I think this is going to dip here. I like that green that we got. Again, what did I see here? I'll teach that lesson right now. What did I see here? Price dropped to my support line, ascending support line. I took the dip entry. What did we see? Rush of green and a bid coming in of 3,000, which is not huge, but it is somewhat sizable. What did I see there? That's not good. Let's go for the pop back up and get out of there. Okay. I'm right at 2,000 now. So the point is, I had my support line and I was looking for a confirmation that it was being respected. Simply put, I want to be seeing green on the tape. I want to see the bid come in. I want to see the price increase. It's not You don't need to overcomplicate it. But what happened? The green came in, buyers came in, so clearly we were not just buying some random thing. There was other people thinking the same thing. But what happened? No one knew the future, but what happened? Rush of red, bid, the 3,000 share buyer left. That probably should have been my first indication to get out. It dropped. Now, the reason why I'm not holding here, the reason why I sold out at 301 and I avoided selling at 297. Unfortunately, look at that though. And this thing's just getting a little erratic. As soon as it doesn't look like it's working, I bail. I personally bail. That's fundamental to the 50-50 strategy. And that will differ from the way Ross trades, where he will hold a pattern that looks good, and he does have to choose higher quality patterns. But as soon as a dip entry doesn't look like it's going to work, I mark it out, right? And that's what I've been teaching for 2 years. That's what, not saying I invented the concept, but definitely brought the 50-50 style to the community here. And I was looking for confirmation. You don't need to overcomplicate it. And buyers thinking the same thing. I have my first indicator 297. Unfortunately, look at that though. It doesn't look like it's working. I bail. I personally bail. That's fundamental to the 50-50 strategy. And that will differ from the way Ross trades, where he will hold a pattern that looks good, and he does have to choose higher quality patterns. But as soon as a dip entry doesn't look like it's going to work, I mark it out, right? And that's what I've been teaching for 2 years. That's what, not saying I invented the concept, but definitely brought entry. Alyssa K is correct. Export to file. So at my highs today, I was up $2,240, $2,200. I'm at 2,000 flat. I think it's a win given the fact that I was red. If we go to the volume profile, it's pretty light volume. So this thing could do a flush down to $3 a share, and then next thing you know, it's at 290. Kind of sucks. I sold out at 301, but I had to. There was no guarantee that this was going to come back. 297 off the whole dollar, 20 cents. That could have been $700. I kind of want to keep trading, but I don't think it would be smart. Yeah, you really can't. And I think in like the first, well, I wrote out a list of what are the key aspects of the 50-50 strategy, and one of them was you really got to have free commission broker if you want to trade an authentic 50-50, because it is almost a quantity over quality strategy. It's a hyper scalping strategy. And I was not taught, but under the impression that proper day trading was taking few like a few good trades a day, and if you get scared and you stop out too soon and it rips again, that's bad. Like that's what I was gathering from YouTube, and I tried that methodology. I tried doing all sorts of different techniques. It wasn't really until I was about to quit where I said, okay, it's free commissions. I can take as many trades as I want. I'm really good at getting into trades and being up a few pennies. So why don't I just take a billion trades where I can just scalp a few pennies instantly? And that's where I was able to stack small wins on top of small wins. you know, and that was right when it turned 2021. And so 2021, I was able to size up. Instead of using 2550 shares, I stubbornly moved up to 500 to 1,000, and it was just the same concept: get a quick dip, get the wick down, and sell on the pop. Don't sit there and set a stop. Don't sit there and say I'm going to hold and hold. Just over and over again, hyper scalp it. So I did that for 2021, and I was able to make 300,000 in 2021, and then 2022 started, and I was like, I need to get a YouTube channel going, and you know, June 1st, I started streaming. And 2022 was a record year for me, 586,000. Again, my results are not typical. But then I started streaming in June, right? And then, you know, that's when a lot of warrior trading students found my channel. And at the time, they weren't making a lot of money, and they were trading like Ross. And so, not to say Ross doesn't make good money, but I realized then that I really had something, and I probably shouldn't have put it out there for free, because then, you know, Crispy and Zavi, you know, the Relentless community caught on, and they're doing great. They're great traders. And, you know, they're trading the 50-50. It was funny because, you know, they probably would never admit to it now, but, you know, Mighty, Crispy being some of the first people to learn the 50-50, or at least, you know, be watching my channel and picking up. They really loved it, because I had mine. I've had mine set to 900, 2700, 4500 for share sizing, which is a unique share size. And, you know, they pretty soon I started seeing Mighty. They all had 900s, 2700. Crispy had 900. They, you know, they all, you know, you're looking up to someone who, you know, at the time was better than them. So, you know, they all had the 900, 2740 pretty soon. And I was like, oh my goodness. It's like, I really got a following here. And great guys. You know, so, you know, who's, you know, there's probably some people I don't know about. Those are just the people I know about that have caught on to the 50-50. So, you know, hopefully you guys are next. Again, I will say that they were, you know, they were a part of the warrior trading community. So they were already taught well the basics of trader psychology. They already had, I can't take credit for taking, you know, Crispy from nothing to everything. You know, Ross gets 50%, and then maybe I get 40%, and then the other 10% to whoever, if it really matters. But, and it really doesn't. So anyways, up 2,000 today, 200 orders, turned a lot of shares today. I didn't even crack over 1,000 on any trades. Up 600 on AIMD. BNZA with the biggest win, 864, and then SGD 554, finishing flat 2,000. You add that up to earlier this week, which was a short week because of the new year. I mean, talk about being off to a great start for the year. And if you're not off to a great start, I've been there, okay? Get refocused, get back to discipline. Don't allow those emotions to override your risk management rules, to override the most important rule, which is slow and steady wins the race. Okay? The turtle wins the race every time in the story of the turtle and the hare. I've never read a version where the rabbit wins. Okay, so that principle applies to trading. People can, you know, they will run quick and they will look like they're doing really well. They make a lot of money one week and they blow it all away the next week, and that's just not a good. That's what happens when you start to run. Where are we? We're already actually in 2024. So I've been doing this for. Well, this is going to be my 4th profitable year trading. Up this week, great week, just in the last 4 days, up almost 19,000. So luckily today we were able to pull out of the red. I was really thinking it was going to be a red day, but we really pulled out of it. Started to get a little choppy here, and I said, forget it. It's late into the day. $50 in fees. So I do pay commissions. Not really commissions. They're called fees, and that's just to the government, basically the regulatory body of the stock market takes a little piece of the pie every trade you take. So $44 based off of 500,000 shares of volume. That means I bought 235,000 shares of volume and I sold 235 shares. So as if you were to say that was one trade, say I took a trade of 235,000 shares and I made 1 penny on that, that'd be $2,300 roughly. And that is basically always the stats for the 50-50 is a penny per share gain. In this case, this week, because it's been so good, I have actually a 0.02, but that's going to go back to a 0.01. Again, 50-50. Accuracy, not that great, but average winning trade. And you don't get good stats by looking at your stats and saying, you know, I'm going to, I mean, I shouldn't say that, but again, your stats are made by the decisions you make, not by how long you stare at your stats and draw conclusions. So again, keep an eye on it, but don't obsess over it. And try to have fun. Can't have fun if you're trading with big size. I don't use Dash with TD, but better tape reading possibly could be better. I don't know about better filling. I do know there is not a whole lot of issues with it, but sometimes DAS and TD do glitch up. There's glitches. So I've never used DAS, but I do know that they allow for better hotkeys, which I'm going to do a video on soon, and they do allow for halt levels, which is the whole reason why I have a whole nother broker set up, simply just to see halt levels. Pennies, there was a time when I only trade stocks above VWAP, and I will say that I tended to do really well with that, but the problem is we will come to a market. Today was almost one of those days where all the stocks are below VWAP. And so it came to the point where it's like, well, everything's below VWAP. Technically, I'm not supposed to trade, but there's still, you know, reversals. There's still bottoming tails. There's still double bottoms and Ws. And that's where I will trade below VWAP, but you do have to be more cautious. And in that case, you're not really waiting for a big breakout. You're sort of just catching the bottom and catching any sort of bounce up. You're not really, unless you really feel it, unless you're close to VWAP and it's going to break through. So to answer your question, yes, I do trade below VWAP, but that takes a little bit more caution than trading above. It may, Jin. It may Jin. I don't know for sure. I don't know if TD even serves people from an Asian country. I don't know if they even have. I don't know if you can even sign up. You know, that's the tough part. A lot of you guys are not even in America. And the free commission broker is kind of a must for this technique. Now, there's still a lot to learn from this technique. If free commissions went away, if Thinkorswim went away, I could adapt. But I don't feel it would be as good for beginners. I mean, the 50-50 strategy is so good because it's just like you get in on the dip. If it's not working, you get right back out. So that's why I think it's better than some other techniques where you do have to hold, and it's like, let's just get in and out and get in out. Let's just take 5 pennies here, 2 pennies there, $50 here, $50 there. But the drawback, and that comes into your question, Bergie, is, do I want to scale up? I do want to scale up, but there is a liquidity issue where if we're buying these quick wick downs, market in, market out, and we're trying to be a hyper scalper, you can't hyper scalp with 100,000 shares. So there, you would think, and people that don't know the market, they're like, why not just quadruple your share size? I was like, I wish, but it would make the hyper scalping strategy near impossible. So the real potential is, can we do this in large cap stocks where the liquidity is a lot higher? That's an area where we do need to push into. Can we find day in and day out large cap stocks that we can scalp? Because they would have the liquidity. I just don't know if they would have the predictability and or the range percentage wise that we get with the low flow market. I mean, we are literally trading the highest gainers in the market. These are in some ways the hottest stocks of the day. You never see Apple on the Gap scanner. You never see Bank of America on the Gap scanner. And the Gap scanner is simply just looking at stocks that closed at a certain price, at one price, and then opened or pre-market are a lot higher than they closed the previous day, a gap up. That's the point. Price closed maybe on Thursday at $3 a share, and now it's Friday and news came out, and now because of algorithms, because of God knows what else, the stock has gone up to $10 a share. That's a gap up. That's a 200, 300% move. Morales, I think it's definitely doable. TradeStation is my backup broker, and I have it right next to my baby child, which is Thinkorswim. So TradeStation I have fully funded, ready to go. I don't like it as much, and they do charge commissions, I think, on orders over 10,000. I tried to fall in love with TradeStation. I just thought that their platform was tricky to learn. I thought it was a little buggy. But the nice thing I like about TradeStation is mostly free commissions, and they have a price ladder. They have a matrix, whatever you want to call it. That's the beauty of it. Now, you can do the 50-50 strategy with a level 2, and actually there would probably be... Now, this is traditional level 2. This is price ladder. They show the same. It's just in a different format. Since I use TD Ameritrade, and since basically I had to have this window up with the price ladder to have these buttons, for the most part, I just sort of learned to use the ladder. So that's why I learned, right? You learn to play on a certain instrument, then you feel the most comfortable with that. You learn to drive a car, you get used to that. And if you get into someone else's car, it's not that you can't drive a car. It's just that, you're used to driving a Prius, not a monster truck. Anyways, point is, this is Trade Zero here. That's what that is. I seen his channel, Sean, and there was some questions on his legit, if he was legit or not. His earlier videos, it did appear he was using a simulator, I thought, but I have seen his channel, and yes, Sean F. I do like to look into that because he trades large caps somewhat similarly to the way we do these small caps. It's too choppy. Like I can't trust myself to hold because I never know when it's going to flush out. I'm going to stay out of that. I almost bought it. What is my experience trading halts? I still trade them.